Okay. Hi there! I'm Grace Graber.
I'm Magdalene Rose.
And we're friends now, so get ready. Thank you for joining me today. Check out this look. And we had the idea, we have to team up in some way. And I was like, what if we did each other's makeup looks? Because yours is like extreme and I love it. I love it so much. And then I just love makeup in general and I love doing makeup. And so I'm so excited to get you some Barbie glam. Or we should hop.
Oh yeah.
So you ready? Alright, that was quick. Okay, you're just telling me about your look. Now, tell the viewers who are my fans, who don't know who you are, what you do, and all of that.
So, my name is Magdalene Rose, but everyone calls me Maggie because it's a lot easier. And I do Christian rock and metal music and stuff, but I still love Jesus. Some people don't understand that, but it's real. So
I love Jesus.
I do a lot of like...
I love how you have to remind people. By the way, I still love Jesus. I'm just gonna get a little like demonic for a second. Just get... No, not demonic at all. It's hardcore. I love that. But you and Blaze, she's married as well, so Blaze is hanging in the room with TJ. But you and Blaze are pretty like cool. Like they're intimidating at first, but like they're cool people. So
yeah, we lean into the more like gothic style. Like with my makeup, it comes a lot more in like stage outfits.
Yeah,
Blaze is just like he's just like an emo boy at heart, and so he just wants to wear clothes that look like he would be in a Warped Tour band. Like he loves that, but like he's not not gonna paint his face or like be like I'm emo.
Yeah. He's not
like he's just normal, like
this is my last resort.
But you should have seen him though. When I met him, he did have it was very much, and like it is.
God bless our husbands when we first met. I love so you really use your face, you use makeup to like really portray that like gothic style. This will be fun because today we're going to be doing each other's makeup on each other, and this is gonna be fun.
We're swapping styles.
I think it's cool that also too I relate to you not only in doing alternative music. I wouldn't say I'm not as rock as you are, but in alternative music, in the Christian genre. But you're also married too, and so it's been really fun getting to know them as like a couple. And me and TJ are married, and you don't really find a lot of married couples in the music.
Yeah, especially like
young
or like the alternative.
The alternative world. They're usually like 40-year-old emo. Okay. Alright. So we're laying out our makeup right now, and I really love her stuff. And we're kind of like, oh, I've always wanted to try that. Now, I'm just getting to know your music, and so I think, you're getting to know mine. I think today, in the terms of my music, for the fans who would understand, I think I'm gonna go for the superficiality.
Okay. I saw
Barbie.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like,
tell me
your entire YouTube page.
she said, what is she gonna do? And then, what song are you channeling today? What's like the most gothic?
I can do like a whole black, like the panda eyes. It's like
have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Whatever you want, girl. If you want to channel panda, how about what screams Shark Week?
Oh yeah.
Is that the song?
Shark Spray?
Shark Spray!
No, what we do, we always say Shark Week, so that's like very...
Oh, okay. What screams that? I'm interested.
So for that, I usually either do like the silver and then like the black winged out, or sometimes I do like, it's weird, like the halo look where there's like, it's blue and then really bright silver here in the middle.
Okay. I know I don't look good with the halo look.
Okay.
So we're not gonna do that. But yeah,
maybe do like the silver and black.
You turned me into a gothic queen. The queen of Christian metal, the pop punk princess of Christian music. Teaming up, and let's do this. We've drawn, cards have been drawn. I'm doing hers first. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions while we get ready. I've always wanted to do this. This is the one size primer. I use it for shows. So, I'm gonna try not to make noises. we just met each other and this is how close we are already. Alright, so what are you working on right now?
So we're actually working on getting the single put out very soon. So we've been doing a lot of promo and trying to just figure out like release date, timing and stuff.
Okay.
But that's been like the main thing is filming stuff, getting like release dates and like mail out stuff ready.
Okay. I'm gonna use the house labs. She wanted to try it. I feel like we're
pretty close.
Yeah, we're pretty close. Let's try it. How did you get into music?
So my parents wanted me to have some sort of like extra talent type thing to be a more rounded person, and so they threw out music when I was really little, and they're like, hey, do you want to try and play piano? Like, if you get it, you can quit, but you want to try? And I was like, okay, I'm fine, like, I don't care. And so I kind of stuck with that for a long time, but then when I was 8, I started to play bass guitar, because my sisters also played like other instruments. And so
you were picking the strings?
Yeah, and so we had our own little band, and that kind of expanded pretty quickly.
Blew up.
It was called GFM, and so we were another like Christian rock band.
I think tell them what that stands for, because I think it's so cool.
It stands for Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh, and it was 3 sisters, and we're like, oh, it's like 3 gifts to Jesus, and we're 3 gifts to our mom, like.
I love it! Oh my gosh, 3 gifts to your mother. So it was really a gift to your mother all along.
But yeah, so we we just kind of did like some church shows, and then we would do like general market venues or like the like open mic night type things in the beginning, and then it just slowly started to snowball from there. Like other bands would be in the audience, or like we would go to their shows.
The future husband's band.
Yeah, so we our radio promoter, after we had been playing like regional shows for a while, he was actually the one who got us in contact with Blaze, who's my husband now, and he was able to get us on our very first like national tour, and 7 Days Longer brought us on tour, and then kind of like definitely blew up from there.
And then it was like, oh hey, we have a son.
Yeah. Well, him and his brothers are the same age as me and my 2 sisters, and we were like, oh my goodness, kids our age, because I was like 16, my little sister was 13.
It was kind of fate.
It really was, and it was just like, I can't believe we have somebody to hang out with my face palette. Ooh, it's like very much so like, oh, I'm so emo, look at
Sunflower! Honestly, when I first, so Joseph O'Brien actually showed me her music first. He's like, I just came off tour with this chick, and if you think you're hardcore, you don't know what you're talking about, essentially is what he said to me. And he showed me one of your songs, and I was like, oh, that is, yeah, I should never say I'm in Christian rock again. When did you branch out to do your own thing? Because that was like your sisters, family, the whole family affair.
Yeah, so the solo artist thing is very new. Like I just started doing that in 2023.
Oh wow.
It was very scary because I was kind of thrown into it very quickly, and whenever we decided to kind of end GFM, I still wanted to do music, and I had a lot of conversation with God about it, because I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You were the one who told me to do music. Now look where I'm at. Like I don't have anything to do music with. And so I called Blaze's parents, because his dad owns a record label too, and they just gave me a ton of like, not just industry advice, but just like biblical advice. And they were like, if you do feel like God is calling you to still do this, like,
do it.
We're gonna help you do it. Yeah. and they just rallied around me and helped me figure it out. And I was like, I don't have money. I'm a child. Like,
yeah.
And like, I was like 22, but like, mentally I was a child. Like, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff.
I'm almost 30, and mentally I'm still young.
So it's still very, very new. We have an EP out now. We're getting ready to do a lot more music and like drop a lot more music. And
so why did you keep going? Like, why? Why did you keep like feeling God was calling you to it? Like, what's the pull there?
I've always been drawn to music. Even when I was young, like, I would do school projects on, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I had, like, poster boards of, like, Skillet and, like, all these Christian rock bands. I was like, this is gonna be me. I just feel it.
And now you're, like, literally, like, kind of on the road with them, like, doing all the things.
Yeah, and I had to kind of take a step back when I was trying to figure out if this was what I really wanted to do still. Because I was like, my husband asked me, he's like, hey, like, if you don't want to do this anymore, you don't have to. Like, you do know that, right? Like,
yeah,
you can take a break and like figure out if this is actually something you want to do. Like, you don't have to just do it because you think you have to. And I was like, okay, but I know, like, I can feel that this is what I'm supposed to do, and I am able to kind of express myself in a way that I'm not normally able to. I have a really tough time doing that without music, and I was just able to speak into the lives of so many people, and I wanted to continue to be able to do that and help people. And you know, I talk to a lot of younger kids who feel like they've been bullied or rejected, and that they like don't fit in. Even in churches and stuff, which is really sad sometimes.
It's so true, though. It's like church is like the place people feel that the most.
Yeah. So if I can be that voice of reason and be like, hey, I'm here, like, rallying you on. God is not the one who's mad at you or betraying you or making you feel hurt. Like, give God a second chance. Give churches a second chance. There's people out there that are willing to rally around you and willing to cheer you on. You just have to find them. Like, if I can be that voice instead of somebody hearing some, like, trash opinion on the internet, then that's what I want to be, because I didn't have people like that growing up. I didn't have friends, really, and I just want to be able to be somebody's friend and, you know, help them have another chance at life, because a lot of these kids are struggling with really tough things and people don't want to talk about them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the person who's afraid to talk about things. I want to be like, hey, like, let's figure it out together. Like, let's do it.
That's so good. Yeah, I totally agree. So, when did you really accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior?
So I grew up in a really Christian household, and so I was kind of always floating around and like did the typical, oh, I'm 5, I love Jesus, I think I'm saved. And
Is
then
that blue?
it's like a really light gray.
A blue face powder. Okay, sorry. Okay.
But then when I was 11, I started to really like, my frontal lobe was developing. And I was like, wait, I don't really know if I understand this. There's a lot bigger stakes here than I thought. And so I started talking to my parents and talking to my pastor at the time, and I was like, hey, I actually want to like make sure this is for real. Like, I do believe that Jesus is real. I do believe that he died on the cross and that he's not dead anymore, and I don't want to live a life where that's not who I am. And so they kind of helped talk me through it and realize that, you know, once I'm saved, it's not a feeling type thing, and that's something I struggled with for a while. And it's like, okay, well, I'm saved now, like, I've given my life to God. You know, I went and got baptized so people would know that I'm saved. Now what do I do if I like kind of doubt that? And they're like, well, salvation's not a feeling. Like, feelings are feelings, and they can be right, they can be wrong, like, they're kind of all over the place, and it's what you do with them that matters and that makes your decisions right or wrong. And so they're like, Satan's gonna throw doubt your way, he's gonna throw guilt your way, he's gonna make you think, oh, am I really saved? And it's like, no, like, you need to ignore those lies from him, because nothing can take your salvation away. And so once you've accepted that, that's yours. Like, too bad if you didn't want to. You already made that decision. Like, and a lot of people that say they don't want to find themselves coming back and be like, wow, I should have never have turned my back on God. Like, I can't believe I did that. And so I've been saved since I was like 11, but there's still definitely times where I kind of ran from God, and this whole solo artist thing has really brought me closer to Him and helped me.
How so?
I have a hard time with control and wanting to have everything prepared, and I should probably stop talking.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not breathing for you. It's fine. Oh no. Okay. Well, good thing you usually wear like long eyeliner.
Yeah.
This will be like Grace Graber amplified. Okay. Almost done. Okay, we'll fix it. Okay, so why is it you said you're have a hard time trusting?
Yeah, so for a long time it'd be like, oh, I'd struggle with something, I'd run to God, and then the second it was fine, I'd be like, okay, see you later, God. Like, that's all I needed. And so whenever I was kind of thrown into the solo artist thing, I didn't really have anywhere else to go. Like, and it didn't get better for a long time. And so I was kind of forced to just fall into the arms of Jesus and be like, God, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I need you to carry me through this because I can't even walk right now. And so
it's like a lot of strength, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah, and I didn't want to because I was used to having to be this strong person, and like everything was online, and we were the people that people would go to when they were struggling and ask for advice. And it's like, I need somebody to give me advice right now. Like,
yeah, you're like, you think I have it together?
And so I was like, I don't know how to be that person with God. And I was just kind of forced into it. And once I like sat there with Him and like grieved with Him and realized that God was able to be there in that moment, I was then like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, God. Like, I can't believe I've been doing this to you this whole time. And so, like, I still struggle with it, like, just being completely vulnerable. Still struggle with that.
Yeah.
Especially when things do feel like they're getting good and I'm not in, like, a rough spot. It's so easy to be like, okay, well, I'll see you when it gets bad again. Even when there's stuff that feels like it's super big, super heavy in my life, it's like, okay, well, I know for some reason that I'm gonna get through this. I don't really know how, but God is gonna get me through this as long as I continue to hold on to Him.
That glitter in that moment, that stuff you said, it was what you said in the glitter. That was just like, oh my gosh. So how do you spend time with God on the road? Because I know when I'm on the road, I'm just thinking about surviving.
Yeah. It's kind of like a process of learning like a new schedule when you're on the road, and I kind of struggle with it every now and then because I can get in a rhythm and a routine where it's like, okay, like I'm in my Bible every day, I'm learning with God, and then one tiny distraction will throw off my whole routine, and it's then the next thing I know, it's been a week and I haven't been in my Bible. Like having like apps and stuff where you're either like you have a devotion on your like Apple Book thing or like the library, or even like the YouVersion app where you have a Bible always on hand.
Shout out to YouVersion. I do like the YouVersion Bible app. I think that's like the one way I can really get any word in during the day. Like, I'm gonna be real. Picking up a book in the middle of the day when you're exhausted,
it's hard.
Not what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm nuts, but usually I put these underneath my lashes.
Really? I've never done that because I've been scared to do it.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's so natural. Oh, yeah, let's go up.
Oh, I'm having a great day, playing golf and having fun.
Guys, we're close now. Oh, I just touched it too! Oh, God.
We're on that it.
Ooh, like pigtails and like sparkles.
But you're gonna hate me. I don't use
Okay.
primer at all.
Have you heard the saying, to not prime is a crime? Okay,
Okay. I literally just go straight in.
go for it. I'm so excited.
Like a corpse paint on you where it's like you're completely all white
Dude.
with like the black lines.
Chapel Road! Okay, yeah. So that one is for dry powder.
Okay.
I do like wedding makeup and stuff.
Oh, really?
And so everything in me is like I don't even receive facials normally. I do them myself because I love the act of doing something more than receiving it. And so everything in me is like I'm helpless right now. Okay, so the shark spray. Can we talk about it? What is that?
So it literally, I only talk about sharks like once in the song, but I'm like a huge fan of like the B movies, like Sharknado and like Anaconda, like
Yes.
the ones that are so dumb they're good.
Oh, I love that.
So originally I wanted to name it Sharknado, but I was like, I can't do that, it's copyrighted, I will get that taken
Yeah.
down. And so
Shark spray.
Blaze's
What is
dad-
shark spray?
So from like Batman, there's like a really old Batman where he goes, oh, there's a shark. Robin, grab the like shark repellent bat
Shark
spray or
spray.
whatever.
Shark spray.
And so we're like, what if we just shorten it to shark spray?
Okay, I have like gel.
Okay.
Here, it's a little baby gel.
Oh, this is mine.
Oh yes! Let's touch gels.
You felt the connection.
I felt a connection.
Why did you start doing music?
A song saved my life. It stopped me from committing suicide. And I was like, whoa, music can do that. I wonder, like, God can do that with music.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would go to, like, I was, like, bullied really badly. So the only way my parents really knew how to, like, help me cope through everything, it was by, taking me to Christian rock concerts.
Really?
Yeah. And so I just like, when I would meet these rock bands, I'd be like, man, they're so nice. How come they're so nice to me? And like, the people who know me want to hurt me. Like, this doesn't make any sense. And, yeah, essentially that's how I discovered who Jesus was for me. And, I knew I wanted to be just like them when I grew up because, yeah, like those are my heroes, yeah. Yeah, so I wanted to be just like them when I grew up. So honestly, I'm living my childhood dream. Childhood dream right now. Yeah, I didn't do music until later, though. I did music in college and all that, but I was told I'd never make it, yada, yada, yada. And it wasn't until, like, I really just kind of let go. The opportunity presented itself through the spa I was working for. I am a licensed esthetician, so I work for a spa full time. That's how I pay for music. And, yeah, it was actually, the company put out a nationwide songwriting contest. And I won, and that was it. That's how I got into music. I wrote, hand and stone, my home away from home.
Just watching me dip into gray powder. It's like actually gray. It doesn't look gray though. Like, it's a very cool toned contour. And I feel like I am really pale and I don't want to look bronze, and so it keeps me from looking
it's good.
like I'm not sun-kissed, like
Yeah.
I just have really hollow
You're very
cheekbones.
sun-kissed right now. She's glowing right now.
Like, basically, I want to normally look like I'm in a Tim Burton movie. Like, I love Tim Burton.
I love that. And I have really prominent cheekbones.
So it's like perfect.
So yeah, I've always wanted to do one of these videos because I watch beauty influencers do this, and there's like no other. I've asked Joseph O'Brien to do my makeup. I've asked a lot of my Christian music friends to do my makeup, and they all say no. So when you said yeah, I was like, and you said yes, I was like,
That.
what are you doing?
So I contour my cheekbone or my chin bone, so it looks like a skeleton.
Okay, let's
But
do
if
it.
I don't blend it in, it does look like 5 o'clock shadow. So
I honestly, you work it.
Here.
Like she works the makeup, so I'm not making like oh my god, I can't believe you do this. Like, but more like oh my gosh, I've never seen myself with that. Like you are one of those people I've seen on like social media and stuff. And when I saw you at Life Fest, I was like, that's her. That I was like, oh, I want to meet her because she's just like unapologetically and like
I do like a very
nose contour.
subtle nose contour.
So you like draw the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very much like art to me. Like I'm not just doing makeup, I'm just like having fun and drawing my
You're
face.
sculpting.
Yeah. This is scary when I go in with the purple one. But it's like very subtle. It doesn't come across as purple, it's more like a mauve.
Who's this by?
It's a brand called Lunatic. I've had it for so long, the thing's not there anymore.
Okay. 10 years from
See, like
now.
it's not as crazy as you would think. It is a little heavy on blush usually, but that's normally like the first thing to go. So I normally go a little bit heavy on the blush anyway.
Okay.
And then plus like, I really like Sabrina Carpenter's like blush placement. And so I normally am like, okay, how do I make it look like that?
Okay.
I do use eyeshadow primer.
Oh, so you'll prime the eye but not the face.
I go very nice.
Okay. Are we using Vader today? No.
Vader has like the darky reds,
Ooh.
but I might go. This one's literally called God Metal for like metal music, but it's like your typical
Color pop, right? Yeah! Color pop! Cheers!
So I'm gonna go straight into the black. I did watch the Handsome Stone video.
Oh my god, you did not.
I was like, wait, how did she get permission to do that? And then I saw you in the uniform. I was like, oh wait, I forgot she works there.
Yeah, I work there. That was a real thing that happened.
Then look up. So I do a lot of like under. That's why my eye makeup usually looks really big because I just color on things that aren't in my eye anymore.
Yes, girl.
I was like,
We're gonna get canceled in Christian music culture for totally talking about secular bands. I got a comment. You want to know this? Yeah, I want to know this. I want to know the worst comment you've ever gotten on. Well, not the worst, but the funniest. I'll go first. The funniest hate comment.
Okay.
This is the perfect song to worship Satan to. Via the grace of God.
There was one like recently, and it wasn't like terrible, but it was just so like out there that I was laughing so hard. Somebody was just like, this person's mentally ill, blah 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 blah, and like just like your typical dumb comment like that. And so I was like, actually, God saved you from a lot of that, but you wouldn't know because you just leave a hate comment before understanding who a person is. And then
You reply back?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. But sometimes I get a little antsy. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna say something back, and he just types like in all caps, weirdo.
Oh, I just gotta look. Okay.
So this is like the shimmer. So this is like the whole like the rock star trend on TikTok. This is all it is.
Do you do your makeup like this every day? Or whenever you like?
Only for like shows or events and stuff. I honestly don't really wear makeup if I don't have to.
Oh, I love that.
And it didn't used to be that way. I used to wear like this heavy makeup every day, and I just hated the way I looked. And so I was like, I look better with makeup, so I'm just never gonna wear makeup.
Yeah, isn't it hard as girls? Like, you're such a standard.
Yeah, and it's like I don't feel pretty in my own skin, so I'm just gonna cover it up. But I'm in a place now where I do feel pretty in my own skin. And like obviously there's always things that
Husbands do that.
it is just like a process of learning to love yourself. And a pastor told me once.
Would you ever do a song about eating disorders?
I did actually, and it's coming out soon.
Oh. What do you hope people hear in that? Like, does it tell your story with eating disorders? Or?
Yeah, it tells my story, but at the same time, it's from like a perspective of like I'm healed from it, and so I understand what you're going through, and I want you to know that if nobody has told you, I think you're beautiful. God says you're beautiful. And it kind of just talks about how it felt being in that eating disorder and not feeling beautiful, and like what that process kind of does to your mind. But then why it's important to not give into those habits anymore and like break out of that thought process. Here we go.
Okay, how do you want my eyes?
That's a lot. I know it's a lot for people that don't normally do makeup.
I love that. You're opening me up to new horizons. What?
Yeah, it seems forbidden, but I love it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna turn your head this way a little bit. Go under. Okay. So then, these are my lashes. They're really crazy.
Oh, I love China.
Yeah. Where am I? Oh, here.
You might mess around and become metal later. What would you say is your favorite Tim Burton movie then?
I do really like Corpse Bride a lot. That one I like because it is like, the girl, like the actual girl.
Yeah,
Corpse
yeah.
Bride. Yeah, I think that one's my favorite. I do like 9. It's about these little like animated.
I've always seen that
Thing?
pop up.
I like
I've
that
never,
one a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
And then like, I just kind of push down with this.
I'm feeling myself.
It makes you feel so like I can do whatever I want. Like you're in your villain era, you're in your just boss girl era.
You asked me my first time in the studio.
Yeah.
Nerve-wracking, scary. My first producer was someone I actually grew up listening to, so
Really?
yeah, I wanted to make them love me as much as like I wanted them to love me so badly. So, it was nerve-wracking. It was good. I remember hearing my voice with like all the effects and like, I didn't know people used effects like that, and like I didn't know that you could feel yourself like that.
Yeah, did you like it? Or were you like, that's
No,
not
I
me?
loved it. No, I love it. Give me all the effects.
Yeah.
Give me all the makeup. Give me all the. I wanna be perfected.
Yeah.
Lipstick. Yeah, I want the darkest shade you have.
I have black. I do wear black lipstick. But
I've never worn it. Let's do it.
I can also do like a really dark purple or dark red.
That's red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And
It
then,
smells good.
Yeah, I really like the smell of it. This is like probably the most expensive, one of the most expensive things I have because it's a MAC lipstick. And I don't really buy high-end stuff a lot. And so this is like, okay, I'm gonna splurge and get good quality black lipstick. Because other times, if you get a cheap one, it's just gonna look greasy and like Halloween paint. Like you kind of feel yourself when you got some black lipstick on. I don't know if that's how you're feeling, but that's how I feel when I wear black lipstick.
Wait, put some on my finger. Hi. I'm Grace Graber. Oh, do I have something on my teeth?
It's the whole the ad where he's missing an eyebrow. It's like you didn't know he was missing the eyebrow because the first thing you saw was his bad tooth. I will sometimes do like a Joker lip thing where like I have it like pointy at the ends. And if I can't get it, then I go in with eyeliner. I'm like, oh, the eyeliner will work. It's like the feline, like the cat type thing. It's so extreme, but I love it. That's usually it.
Well, how can everyone find you?
All my social media is official Magdalene Rose. It all matches, so it's easy to find.
It's got a rose on it.
It does.
Go follow her, support her. This is the final look.
Oh, let me.
Grace Graber, let me do this. Hi. I'm Grace Faber.
I'm Magdalene Rose.
Oh my gosh.
I realized I just have to like lean into the Barbie. I
know.
Barbie. Hi,
I know.
I'm Barbie.
Hi, I want to die. Awesome. Well, that was fun. I don't know how to do this. Okay, cool.
Thanks for watching.
Look at, we have to do some up close.
Close-up.
Okay, your turn. There's so much sparkle. You're so good.